Hi, it's quite overwhelming to see such beautiful startups, and thank you for this opportunity. And the one thing that I could not answer in the video earlier is that what exactly are you seeing as an outcome? I see right now it's peer-to-peer connection and learning is something that I'm looking forward after this pitching. So, yep, thank you very much. I am Bala. I represent Wankel Energy Systems. We are a deep tech energy startup, and I would love to introduce what we call ourselves and proud to say that we have made the world's most efficient steam engine. So, steam. Come on, the world is going from steam to gasoline, then to hydrogen. That was one of the questions. And I'm like, this has been a repeating question. But the problem is most of the industries, not just in India, all across the world still uses steam because it's very cheap in terms of heat carrying medium. And dairy, pharma, paper, all these industries actually operate on steam. So typically what happens is you have a boiler. Before getting into this, let me give me an example so that you can correlate with this. In a usual typical household, you have a water tank on the rooftop. Whichever room you need water, you draw a water pipeline, and you have something like a tap to control the flow rate of water. Similarly, all process industries have different process manufacturing, like let's say milk. You have cheese, butter, ghee, milk powder. Each production process requires different temperature and pressure. So what industrial owner does, have a boiler, they draw different steam pipelines to each process, and like a tap, you have something called as a pressure reducing valve. As the name suggests, you convert high pressure steam to low pressure. So what happens typically here is you might be spending 100 rupees in generating steam, but you're able to only tap 27, 28 rupees worth of steam alone. Remaining is going waste in terms of energy, or we typically use the word exergy, that is the potential of steam. If that is such a big problem, then why haven't people worked on it? Is it actually a very big problem? It is. So if you consider all the losses across this country alone in India, 20 gigawatt can be harnessed from these losses, which is equivalent to 100 billion units of electricity that can be saved every year. And where are these industries? There are multiple terms: beachhead market, lowest hanging fruit. So these typical process industries like paper, brewery, pharma, rubber, all these industries can be tapped into a market. We are not seeing this as some sort of a nice to have product. We are pitching this as a commodity, must have product. There are products, so-called products in the market, like turbines, reciprocating expanders. Yes, they have been there for 70, 80 years, but we are exactly tapping into the pain points which the customers have been facing for 70, 80 years, is the return on investments. So typically, when you consider these process industries, they operate on saturated steam. That is steam that has some moisture or water droplets in this. Imagine turbine running at a very high speed. These water droplets acts like a bullet and erodes the blade of the turbine. So turbine manufacturer has to do some material changes which increases the cost, further increases the return on investment. Most of the process industries do not operate at a constant load. When I say load, the production requirement. They might, in the morning you might have 1 lakh liters of milk production, afternoon you might have lesser. In winter season, you need a lot of heat. In summer, you might need lesser. So there's always a fluctuation in the load consumption pattern. So the patent that we have done more than 25 plus innovations, out of which we have kept most of them as magic under the sleeve because anything can be reverse engineered these days. So we have done 1 US, 2 Indian, and we are going to file 3 more patents down the lane. And what we have invented is an engine that can self-adjust itself based on your industrial conditions. That's our patent, and we can outperform any device on this world in terms of performing efficiencies. And the last part is efficiency. Most of the devices that are there in the market right now can give you an isentropic efficiency of 27 to 44% efficiency. We claim an average of 80%. We clock much higher than that. That's the guarantee we give to our customer, which return impacts on the return on investment. So currently, it's a hardware company, so obviously you need to set up a good market, understand the customer feedback loop. You can keep on selling the product, but you need to build that trust in the customer so that they become your own word of mouth. That's the reason why currently we are doing 1 pilot. We also have 6 pilots lined up right now for this year. We want to build a whole channel so that we can understand what customer faces in terms of noise, in terms of vibrations, in terms of space, any complaint that they have, that's what we are trying to solve. In terms of efficiency and power, we have cracked that long before. So we have right now, these are the 2 partners that we are doing deal right now, and we have 6 more in the line. We have received an overwhelming response of more than 153 orders, but we do not have the capacity right now to order those. That's the reason why we are setting up a factory right now in Coimbatore, and we are operating currently based out of IIT Madras right now. So this is our journey to build a hardware. When you say engine, so 80 plus components, as Newspace told, working in precision and engineering is something that is quite a challenge. This is like whatever you see as a journey is 97 plus components. Actually, it is 2033, but 97 plus components operating at 3000 RPM as a speed and 12 to 18 microns of precision is something that no one can easily achieve. And we have developed that expertise right now, and that's the confidence that we have in terms of performance and power. That's what we are claiming. So this is our 8 years of journey where we have designed, manufactured, quality inspection done, testing done, and that's our journey. Yep. Thank you very much. In terms of videos, I'm more than happy that we have multiple testing videos shown in our stall. I'm more than happy to meet with you guys and share those. Thank you.